Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I want to talk a little bit about selling your car on Vroom, Carvana, Cars.com, and a little bit about today's car market. I thought it'd be fitting that I was outside here of the shop, and it dang near looks like a used car lot here at my house, but there's actually two things that are missing that were here, and that's what we want to talk about. So guys, we'll let the cat out of the bag real fast. I sold the S550 Mustang. I couldn't help it. I did it. We'll talk a little bit about that, and I'll share all the details on why I did it and what the outcome was when I sold the S550. Also, we recently just sold my daughter's Jeep Cherokee Latitude on Vroom. I'll kind of take you guys through that whole process, tell you about today's market, how things look, and how to benefit from it if you can. Guys, I'm going to tell you, if you have a chance to take advantage of today's market, right now is the time. So guys, my daughter, and sometimes the best lessons are learned on their own, she bought a Cherokee Latitude. It's a 2018 model, had like 30,000 miles on it back in January of this year. I told her, probably not the smartest decision, but hey, she works, she can afford it, she wanted the payment, and that's cool. Well, she realized that as she's preparing to go to college next year, that payment may not have been the smartest decision. So hence, we picked her up this nice little Ford Fiesta. It's a 2016 model. It's got less than 100,000 miles on it. It's a good, nice little car that's a lot cheaper than her Cherokee. So we decided to check to see how much Vroom would give her for her Cherokee. So back in January, guys, this was at the end of January, we paid $16,000 out the door for that Cherokee Latitude. Nice little car, and I think we got a good deal on it. Fast forward to the end of June, so here we are. We've had the vehicle for about 5 months. We've paid the vehicle down to about $15,000, and we go to Vroom and see what they would offer. They offered almost $18,600. So my daughter can put basically over $3,500 in the bank towards college. When is another time you're ever going to be able to make money on a depreciating asset like that? Just a run-of-the-mill Jeep Cherokee Latitude, and turn around and sell it for $2,500 more than you paid for it 5 months previously. That's insane. From start to finish, guys, that whole process was less than 2 weeks. So I'm going to kind of run down how the whole Vroom process worked. If you've never done that, you go to Vroom.com, Cars.com, Carvana, CarMax does it. It's all a pretty simple process. I found that Vroom, though, was giving the most money for vehicles. And so you go to Vroom, you put in your VIN number, you answer a few detailed questions about your vehicle, is about condition, mechanical, exterior, interior, tires, all the normal things that you would want to know about a vehicle's condition. You don't submit any pictures, anything like that, and then they give you a price. Your next step would be to submit ownership verification. And what that entails is you have to upload the front and the back of the title, your driver's license, and the vehicle's registration. Once that's done, literally the next day, they validated the ownership verification on my vehicle. They next day aired me a packet for me to put the title in. Next day aired the title back to them with a prepaid envelope. And in a matter of a couple of days, they scheduled the transport company to come pick the vehicle up. That's actually the longest time period, because there was about a week lull in that transport company coming to pick the vehicle up here at my house. The transport company got here, pretty simple process. They pick the car up, they take some pictures with their iPad. You have to sign off and agree with the driver's assessment of your vehicle, basically stating, you know, with the Cherokee there was no damage or anything like that, so nothing had to be called out. I'm sure if your vehicle has some damage or something that's specific would have to be called out, that could change the whole process. But there was nothing on there. They got the vehicle, they picked the vehicle up about 7 days after we started, and 2 days after they picked the vehicle up, they next aired us a check. So the whole process, guys, was less than 2 weeks, and we had a check in our hand for almost $3,600. Pretty simple process, right? I was really reluctant to do it, but I'm glad we did, because my daughter, she still got a nice little car, and she was able to put some money in the bank to help her towards college and expenses and living expenses as she's getting ready to go off to college. Now guys, what we're going to talk a little bit about today is the current status of the car market and why I did what I did. So let's talk just a little bit about what's going on. If you guys have driven past any dealerships, it is insane the lack of new vehicles. Dealerships are overpaying for used vehicles just to have cars on the lot, and they're being sold. Because guys, unfortunately, if you're in a position where you need to buy a vehicle, you are not in a good position right now, because there's no deals to be had on used vehicles or new vehicles right now. Guys, we're seeing used cars sell for higher than the sticker price from when they were new. Oh, and not to mention, go find a heavy duty truck. Go find you a 3/4 ton or 1 ton truck. You're really going to pay for one of those. As most of you guys know, there's a chip shortage. So manufacturers are still producing vehicles, they just can't complete them because they do not have that all-important chip to complete the manufacturing process. So, for example, Ford has thousands and thousands of trucks and cars at racetracks across the United States waiting for the chips so they can get these cars to market. Now, what happens when all of these chips finally get to the market and get all into these vehicles? The bubble's going to pop, guys. It's just basic mathematics. Right now, there's a supply and demand issue with all vehicles, whether it be new or used, and that is what's driven up the prices. So guys, here's what I decided to do. I went to Vroom with my Mustang GT. I got curious. I looked at all the S550 forums and seeing all of the insane prices that guys were getting on their cars. So curiosity got me. So I went to Vroom, put my VIN number in, put the details on my car in, and it come out with this price, which was right at $40,000. Now guys, my car only stickered for $39,075. Now if you guys remember, I'm going to put one of those cards up that shows all the details of how much I paid for my car and all of the accessories that I put into that car, with one important note. There's 3 accessories that I actually did not get put on the car that I'm actually selling. Actually 2 of them I've already sold. One was the leather, the other was the catch can, and the third one was the cold air intake. The cold air intake I have not sold yet, but the other 2 items I've sold. So approximately $1,000 off of that I did not get to put in the car. So somewhere in the neighborhoods of 34 something that I had in the car. Guys, I was a little unsure about doing the Vroom deal. Never done it before. So guys, what I did, I reached out to a local dealer here in the Springfield area and asked them would they be interested in my car, and they jumped right on it. Now this is more of a specialty dealership that deals in a lot of higher end vehicles, and they beat the Vroom price. So guys, I took that up there, and here's a clip of when I took the car up there. It's a sad day, but it's also a good day, because I'm going to just pay this money forward to the next car. Well, what do you guys think? Did I make the right decision? S550's gone. I plan on taking that money and buying another one once the market pops. Also, I think my daughter did very well, and we would do a Vroom deal again because she made out like a bandit. Guys, I hope you enjoyed me sharing my experience with Vroom and also selling the S550 on this video. I know this video was a little bit different, but hopefully it helps you guys out in making a decision on what you want to do if you're going to sell your car to one of the online retailers. Plus, just kind of wanted to share with you what I did with the S550. Hopefully we'll see another S550 in the near future once this market pops. But for now, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video.